Well, if it isn't Letitia Law and Order James, New York's top cop, America's moral compass, apparently with a side hustle of mortgage fraud, grab your drinks, folks, because today we're peeling back another layer of hypocrisy from the woman who made a career out of accusing others of fraud while seemingly committing a little federal level fraud herself. Welcome to Nellie Miranda. But before we get into this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell because this rabbit hole is deeper than her disappearing mortgage disclosures. Now, let's start with something warm and a little illegal. Letitia James and the Hamp fraud. So back in 2011, James applied for the Home Affordable Modification Program. It's a federal assistance program for struggling homeowners who had 4 or fewer housing units. That's right, 4. Not 5, not a duplex plus an Airbnb on the side, just 4. But Letitia James, in all her public service honesty, just forgot that her property had 5 units. So what did she do? Just casually lied on the federal application and said it was a 4-unit building to secure taxpayer-backed mortgage assistance. That's right. She gamed the system meant to help actual struggling Americans, like single moms, veterans, and people who don't make 6 figures from government jobs. But that wasn't just a mistake. The referral to federal investigators says her misrepresentation appears strategic, meaning it was a part of a pattern, a method, a game plan.
There it is, 296. So I'm gonna walk up to the door. You wanna come? Joel Gilbert here at 296 Lafayette Avenue, scene of the crime, with Sam Antar. Four units plus the basement is 5.
Eighty-seven inches. Measure it below grade.
87 inches.
Okay, measure it below grade.
16 inches. 16. So clearly the basement unit is above ground. It counts as a floor. This is a 4-story building and not a 3-story.
Now here's Letitia proclaiming that the powerful should not take more than their fair share, as it doesn't leave enough resources for those who need it. The same Letitia who used the federal assistance program for struggling homeowners.
I want to be clear. White-collar financial fraud is not a victimless crime. When the powerful break the law and take more than their fair share, there are fewer resources available for working people, small businesses, and families. And everyday Americans cannot lie to a bank about how much money they have in order to get a mortgage to buy a home, or a loan to keep their business afloat, or to send their child to college. And if they did, our government would throw the book at them.
Now let's fast forward to her financial disclosures in 2023 and 2024, which revealed 2 reported mortgages for her Norfolk property at 3121 Perone Avenue. Okay, so she claimed one with Freedom Mortgage for $150,000 to $250,000 and another mortgage with National Mortgage for $100,000 to $150,000. So where are these loans? Nowhere. Title searches say the only mortgage on the property is for $109,600 through OVM Financial. That's it, just one loan. And guess what? That loan never showed up in her disclosures at all between 2020 and 2024. So we have loans that don't exist and ones that does, but then she act like they don't. Either Letitia James is moonlighting as a magician or she's hiding real liabilities while inventing fake ones to throw people off her scent. And speaking of that Perone Avenue property, Letitia claimed rental income from it in 2020, but then poof, from 2021 through 2024, crickets. No rent, no explanation, just like the Heloc. Like, did the tenants vanish into thin air, or did they pay rent with hugs and kisses? Or maybe Letitia just forgot to include the income because, clerical error. But isn't it odd that the minute the rental income vanishes, these mystery mortgages suddenly appear? Like, Someone's trying to offset the numbers. And that someone isn't exactly a rookie when it comes to the law. Now, defenders will say, come on, maybe she just got the loans mixed up. Maybe she meant to list a mortgage from another property. Sure. And maybe Bigfoot did her taxes. What are we talking about? Let's break it down. If Freedom Mortgages was really the Annie Mac loan on Sterling Street, why did she list it on Perone Avenue? If it was a simple mistake, why is the entire Sterling property missing from her disclosures altogether? And if National Mortgage was just the OVM loan in disguise, why didn't she disclose it when she got it in 2020? These are not clerical errors. These are statements made under penalty of perjury. Either she's reporting fake mortgages or she's hiding real ones. And let's not forget the Citibank Heloc, because Letitia James is nothing if not consistently inconsistent. So in 2019, she took out $100,000 home equity line of credit on her Lafayette Avenue property. And then she just didn't mention it. Not in 2019, not in 2020, not in 2021. Then finally in 2022, it shows up, but misclassified as a regular mortgage. Then by 2023, boom, it's gone again. And then in 2024, still MIA. Nowhere in public records does it say that the loan's been paid off. It just disappeared from her disclosures, like magic, or more like convenient omission. Letitia James has spent years portraying herself as the avenger of the people, standing up to corruption, exposing shady finances, taking Trump to court over asset valuations. So the question becomes, who's policing the police? Because the person prosecuting everyone else for financial misconduct can't even keep her own paperwork clean. Or maybe she can, and she's just banking that nobody is looking. Well, we're looking, and Sam Antar is investigating, and I encourage you to go to his website, whitecollarfraud.com, and read everything for yourself. And I'll leave you with this clip.
No one is above the law. No matter how rich, powerful, or politically connected you are, everyone must play by the same rules. As I've said before, no one is above the law, and I will not hesitate to uphold the rule of law and protect New Yorkers.
Should Letitia James be in jail like yesterday? Let me know in the comments. And as always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tap the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.